And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dan Daniel Park, American Legion Post 325 field here in Danville, Virginia. We are about ready to conclude today's triple-header. It's a winner's bracket game between the second-seeded LaGrange Panthers taking on third-seed Rowan University. We are just a few minutes from the start of tonight's game. The nightcap. First off, we're going to take a look here at Rowan. Rowan comes in 29-16 on the year. They earned their berth into this tournament with an at-large bid. They finished the regular season 28-16, 10-8 in the New Jersey Athletic Association. They are receiving votes in the D3Baseball.com and ABCA poll. Their batting line for the regular season was 291, 369 on base percentage, 374 slugging percentage. Impact players for the Profs, Jason Clapper, Sean Layden, both tied for the lead in team average with a 350. Then you got Monty Strickland, who had 5 RBIs, including a inside-the-park grand slam last night. He comes in at 338. Joe Sadler, 309, tied for third. Dylan Mendel, 309, tied for third. And then Matt Jolly, third on the team in RBI with 24. And Alex Kokas, 22 RBIs, fourth. Meanwhile, Sadler leads the team in RBI with 32. And Monty Strickland, second in 25 with 25. So now we're going to look at the second-seeded Panthers of LaGrange College. Ranked number 1 in both the D3Baseball.com and ABCA poll. Went 4-0 in the USA South Tourney, defeating Piedmont 6-0 in the championship game. They are led by Tavin Thompson, Blaine Swift, James Porapatic, Casey Bell, and Blake Butcher. Impactful pitching includes Jonathan Fleckenstein, Ryan Broderick, who got the win last night, and Andrew Weekly, who will get the start tonight. And so we're going to take a look here at the starting 9 for both teams. First for the visiting Panthers of LaGrange College. We've got Tavin Thompson leading off, playing shortstop. He will be backed up by designated hitter Casey Bell. Then we've got number 3 hitter, third baseman Blake Butcher. Then right fielder Blaine Swift will bat in the cleanup spot. Left fielder Billy Petros will hit 5th. Kane Sauls will hit 6th at first base. Chad Pigg will hit 7th and catch. Joe Pradditt will hit 8th and play 2nd. And James Porapatic will play center and bat 9th. So Andrew Weekly is going to get the starting nod for the Panthers today. 9-1 on the year, team high. 2.36 ERA, third on the team. 80 innings pitched, first in the U.S. or on the team. 56 strikeouts, 9 bases on balls. Meanwhile, we're going to take a look here at the starting 9 for the Profs of Rowan University. First off, Jason Clapper will be leading off, playing right field. He will be backed up by Dylan Mendel, hitting second and playing third. Mendel hitting second. Sean Lyden hitting third, playing left. Monty Strickland playing first, batting cleanup. Alex Kokas batting 5th, playing second. Stephen Hiwa, he will be catching, batting 7th, 6th. Matt Jolly 7th, Shane Brown 8th, and Matt Edwards 9th. So we've got Tavin Thompson leading things off here. Starting things off for the Panthers. Tavin Thompson, team high 386 batting average, 2 homers, 31 RBI, good enough for third on the team. And we're going to see how he can get the game started off here. Thompson was 2 for 3 in the 7-1 victory over Otterbein last night. 3 runs scored. And the first pitch is going to miss for ball 1. Go ahead and get this D3 banner taken down for you. There we go. First pitch is over for a called strike, second pitch over for a called strike 1. So as I said, Thompson right now coming in batting 500 on the tournament. Has scored 3 runs. The 1-1, and that ball is chopped down to third. Mendel, he's going to fire over to Strickland. And so 5-3 ground out to start the game. So we're going to take a look at Machinsky, who's going to get the starting nod for Rowan. So Casey Bell stepping up. Machinsky comes in right now. Team best 6-2 record, 3.10 ERA. Leads the team in innings pitched with 72 2/3, 35 strikeouts, and 12 bases on balls. So ball one over to Bell. Fastball misses down and away. Count runs to 2-0 now. LaGrange 7-1 winner last night over Otterbein. Ball is fouled off. Count goes to 2-1. Meanwhile, Rowan cruised past Emory by a score of 10-2. So they're going to go and have a quick conversation over there after collecting the ball. 2-1 to Bell. One out, nobody on here in the top of the first. So here we go. Concluding game of tonight's contest. That pitch is in the dirt. 3-1 is now your count. Just to recap the action today, Roanoke College eliminated Emory in the first game, or in the second game. And that ball is smoked out to center field. That's going to get down in the gap. That's going to be extra bases. The only question is now how many. Quick relay throw in is going to hold Bell at second. And LaGrange is off to a good start as Bell gets the one-out double. Bell was actually 0 for 1 last night, drove in a run, scored a run. And so that's going to bring up Blake Butcher, who Butcher was 2 for 5, 4 RBI in yesterday's game. And not surprising if you follow this team, he is 5th on the team with a .341 average, first in homers with 7, second in RBI with 44. Top one here. LaGrange already with a runner in scoring position. Looking to capitalize on that and get out to an early lead here. First pitch coming in from Machinsky. And that pitch misses outside. Count is now 1-0. And pickoff move back to second, close. Machinsky fired one over to Kokas. But Bell doing a great job of staying on his toes there and will dive back in head first. So the 1-0. Coming in, and another ball hit into the gap in right center. That ball is going to get all the way back to the wall. Bell's going to score with ease. Butcher into second. And LaGrange is off to an early 1-0 lead here as Butcher drives in his 5th RBI of this tournament. Butcher off to a torrid start here. So that's going to bring up Blaine Swift. Swift comes in 1 for 4 last night, 1 run. So Swift comes in, second on the team in average, .380, second with home runs, 5, and 4th in RBI with 30. Bat held high by Swift. First pitch misses for ball 1. So LaGrange looking 35-8 right now on the season. Here comes the 1-0. Attempted bunt, but missed. And the count goes to a ball and a strike. LaGrange, majority of the season, has been ranked number 1 in the Division III Baseball.com poll, along with the American Baseball Coaches Association poll. Pretty much a unanimous number 1 pick all season long. They have shared that spot a couple of times with Shenandoah University out of the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. Pickoff move back to second. And woo, Machinsky with a wicked pickoff move right there. But Blake Butcher barely able to get back with the head first slide there. So Swift, as I said earlier, took a 1 for 4 in yesterday's game. Did score a run. Billy Petros on deck. And that is a fly ball. And looks like that is going to drift out to center field. It will. That is Brown. And there's the second out. So that's going to bring up Billy Petros, who 1 for 4 in yesterday's game. 2 runs driven in. And let's see what's going to happen here. 1 runner on, 2 outs. 1 run already in. So here we go. First pitch to Petros. And that ball is hit hard, but right back to Minczynski. Minczynski, the easy throw over to Strickland. And that's going to do it, but not before LaGrange picks up 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left stranded. We move to the bottom of the first here. LaGrange out to an early 1-0 lead. Rolling up first when we come back. So we are back here at Dan Daniel Park, American Legion Post 325 field. We would like to thank all the service members out there, both current and retired, who have served our country. Thank you for your sacrifice. We appreciate it. So Jason Clapper is going to lead things off here. So Clapper had a 3 for 5 night last night. 3 runs driven in total. So a solid 600 average Clapper brings into this game. At least tournament average. First pitch over. Or excuse me, first pitch will actually miss. So Clapper hit 358 in the regular season. 2 homers, 16 RBIs. Well, that's actually going to bring his average up to 358 now. And he's going to move it up another notch as he drops a single in there to kick things off against Andrew Weekly. So Weekly comes in here 9-1 on the season. 2.36 ERA, third on the team, first in record. 80 innings pitched, first on the team, 56 strikeouts, second, and only 9 bases on balls. So Dylan Mendel will step in now. Mendel hitting 326 on the year, no homers, 9 RBIs. He took a 3 for 5 in yesterday's game. First pitch. And that one is in there for a call, strike 1. So we'll see if Rowan can get something started early here against LaGrange's ace, who is looking for his 10th win of the season. Weekly there will be a time on the field. So here comes the 0-1 delivery. That ball is hit well out to center. That will drop down in front of Paddock. And ladies and gentlemen, Rowan has back-to-back singles to kick off the frame. That's going to bring up Sean Lydon. Took an 0 for 1 in last night's game. Scored 2 runs, 1 RBI. Comes in 346 on the year, 1 homer, 14 RBIs. Leiden, the lefty, stepping in. He drops down a gorgeous bunt, but unfortunately that ball is going to kick foul. But that was equal distance between all three that had a shot at it. So that would have been very hard for LaGrange to make a play on that ball. Luckily for the Panthers, it will kick foul. And a bit unlucky for the Profs. So Mendel, or Leiden, excuse me, steps back in for the 0-1. And Weekly will take a step off the mound and a look towards second. Nothing going, though, as Clapper did not have the biggest lead. So Leiden will pull back on that bunt. Count goes to a ball and a strike. Leiden playing in 32 games this year, made 20 starts, making his 21st here, and that ball is popped foul, bunted down the left side. And so the count goes to 1-2. So Weekly trying to work out of an early jam here. We'll see what he can do. So the 1-2 coming in, and he'll take a step off the mound. Weekly will, but looks back over. Nothing going. So the 1-2. And that one is low, so the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. So let's see what happens here. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Leiden. And Leiden a swing and a miss. And there's the first out. Leiden had a good cut on that one, but unable to come through. And that's going to bring up the dangerous Monty Strickland. 3 for 5 in yesterday's game, drove in half of the Profs' runs with 5. Had 1 run scored, had the inside the park grand slam. Strickland on the year, 348, 1 homer, 30 RBIs, 60 total bases so far for the kid. Not a bad season. First pitch is in there at the knees, strike. Almost looked like a breaking ball there. So 0 for 1. 0-1 coming in to Strickland. Strickland, chance to get his night started off on the right foot again. However, he will fall behind 0-2. So Strickland really coming up big for Rowan last night. As I mentioned, 5 RBIs. Absolutely crushed a pitch out to left center that ended up being an inside the park grand slam. He will stay alive barely with a foul ball back against the backstop. Count goes to 1-2 here. 1 out. Runners on first and second here. Strickland looking to equalize the score here. Possibly even put his team ahead. And a big swing and a miss. And if Strickland had made contact with that one, Lord knows he's got an over-the-fence home run on that one. So Strickland is going to have a quick conversation with Kokas. Kokas, also a good night last night. A trio of hits and 4 bats, 1 RBI. So Kokas coming in 312 on the year. No homers, 23 RBIs, 60 total bases for the young man. First pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Weekly coming with the off-speed stuff right there. Gonna pull the string a little bit. So the 0-1. So let's see what happens here. 0-1. And that pitch will just miss. 1-1. Playing under the lights here at Dan Daniel Park. So we had a rain delay in the second game, a little bit over 2 hours. Pushed the start back on this one by about 2 hours. Game originally scheduled for a 6:30 start. Third pitch misses, ball 2. 2-1 coming in. Bottom first. LaGrange holding a 1-0 lead. That pitch is outside. Pig did a good job of getting any leather on that one at all. So the count goes to 3-1 now. Both teams with a pair of hits here so far in the early going. We have seen a little bit more pitching-oriented games here than yesterday, and so Kokus doing a good job issuing the walk. So that's going to bring up Stephen Ewa. So Stephen Ewa making his first appearance here in this tournament. He's hitting .289 on the season, no homers, 16 RBI, 51 total bases. So here we go. Has 10 doubles, third on the team in 2 basers. Swing and a miss. Ewa falls behind early. 0-1 here. Rowan trying to make sure they do not squander a early opportunity to knot this game up. And a good pitch from Weekly will miss, though. So 1-1. Trying to get Ewa to go chasing. Ewa, though, says, I don't think so, sir. And the count runs even at a ball and a strike. Ewa, good eye right there to lay off of that one. So here we go. That ball is tattooed up the middle, off the glove of Pradit. 1 run is in. Mendel will score as well. And Ewa, in his first regional at bat of the year, will drive in 2 with a single up the middle. Pradit made a nice play right there, but just off his glove. So a 2-run single for Ewa. So a 2-1 game. So that's going to bring up Matt Jolly, who took a 1 for 4 in yesterday's game, scored a run. So far, Matt Jolly, 250, no homers, 2 RBIs, or 24 RBI on the year. Good enough for 4th on the team. Actually, 3rd on the team. And first pitch will miss. Count goes to 1-0. And they're going to go out and have a talk with Weekly here. So, having a talk out here. So Matt Jolly coming up. See what Jolly has. If he can keep things going here. Already 2 runs home in the inning. Runners on the corners now. First pitch hit out to right field. First pitch swinging. And Pradit makes a great sliding play to save a run on that one and to end the inning. But the damage has already been done. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left stranded for the Profs. So we move to the top of the second. We have got a 2-1 game in favor of the Profs. We'll have more NCAA Division III regional baseball action when we return. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Dan Daniel Park, American Legion Post 325 Field, home of the 2017 NCAA Division III Baseball South Regional. So Kane Sauls leading off here. Sauls was 0 for 3 yesterday, so let's see how he bounces back after the 0 for. First pitch over for a called strike one. It's one of the big things to watch with players, and especially at this stage, see how they bounce back from disappointing performances. And that first pitch, or the second pitch, misses outside. 1-1 is now the count. And that ball is hit well out to right field, but in the end, it's going to be right at Clapper. And 3 pitches, 1 out. It's going to bring up Chad Pigg, the catcher for the Panthers. Pigg took a 1 for 3 in yesterday's game. So Pigg stepping in, nobody on, 1 out, top of the second. 2-1 ball game here. Another gorgeous night here in Danville, Virginia. First pitch misses outside. We hit a little bit of a speed bump with the weather in the second game, as I mentioned earlier, but the powers that be cleared everything off and allowed us to finish things off. So that pitch is over for a strike. Count goes to 1-1. Of course, the weather did cause the start of this one to be delayed a little bit. 1-1 on the way. And that pitch misses outside. Count is now 2-1. So the Profs looking for their 30th win of the season this year. 2-1, and that pitch is over for a called strike two. Count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here, nobody on. Rowan able to take the lead on Stephen Ewas. 2-run single, and that ball is hit the other way, and that's a little bleeder out to right field. Little seeing-eye hit right there, and that ball drops in. That is a 1-out single. So that's going to bring up Pradditt. Pradditt 2 for 4 in yesterday's game. No RBI, did not score a run. Here's the pitch. That ball is ricocheted off the right side, but foul. Looked like that one might have gotten back in the parking lot. Count goes to 0-1 here. 0-1 on the way. And pickoff move. So Machinsky, a really solid pickoff move. Great fluid movement as he's going over towards the bases. Distributes his weight perfectly. Knows how to use his body and make sure that third does not go off target. And a little fly ball hit off on the right side. And the count goes to no balls, 2 strikes. Rowan, after surrendering the early run to the Panthers, able to strike back for a pair in the top of the second to take a 2-1 lead. So the 0-2 pitch on the way, and that one is inside. Almost thrown behind Pradditt. 1-2. 1-2. Pickoff move back to first. Nothing going. So 1-2, and that ball is hit down to second. 4-6-3. And that's going to end it here as Pradditt bounces into the 4-6-3 double play ground out to end things here. So we are through 1.5 here in Danville, Virginia. Rowan holds a 2-1 lead. We will be right back. So Shane Brown leading things off here for the Profs, showing bunt. Pulls back, but in the end, I believe that was a called strike. So Brown was 1 for 3 in the ball game yesterday. Did score a run. He's going to hit that one down to second. Pradditt throws over to Sauls, and the bottom of the second starts with a 4-3 ground out. So that's going to bring up Matt Edwards, who was 0 for 2 last night. Had a run scored, also had an RBI. So Edwards comes in 216 on the year, 1 homer, 10 RBIs, 27 total bases. He's showing bunt. He's going to bounce that one back to Weekly. Weekly fields, throws over, throw almost errant. Sauls does a great job. And Edwards is down with the 1-3 ground out. So that's going to turn over the order for Rowan. So Jason Clapper stepping in. Clapper 1 for 1 has singled and scored on Ewa's 2-run single. Here it comes. And that ball is tattooed but foul over on the right side. Count goes to 0-1. Ball was hit in the direction of my truck. I hope I don't have any surprises. Changeup misses. Ball 1 inside corner. It's always a risk you take coming out to the ball game. But it's a risk well worth it. That's why we have insurance. And that ball is popped up to right field. And Swift is under it. And so quickly the Profs are down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. We are through 2 innings. We move to the top of the third. Rowan still holding a 2-1 lead. We will be right back. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Dan Daniel Park. James Porapatic leading off for the Panthers here in the top half of the third. Porapatic 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. So we're going to see what Porapatic can do starting things off. Let's see what happens. First pitch over, and that is a chopper, hot chopper down to short. And that was always going to be a tough play for Edwards to make. And that ball sneaks under his gloves, single. And we've been seeing that quite a bit this weekend. That ball taking a different kind of hop out here on this pitch. So that'll bring up Tavin Thompson. Grounded out to third, his first time up. So runner on first, nobody out. Thompson looking down. Perhaps they had the bunt on, I don't know. First pitch coming in from Machinsky. And pickoff move, and there's that fluid pickoff move from Machinsky. And that is something he must spend a whole lot of time working on because he has got it down. Someone's gotten a couple of LaGrange's runners napping, trying to bunt. He'll pull back, though. Count goes to a ball and no strikes. So the 1-0 coming in. So here we go. Fast, and that ball is hit down the left side. Great play by Mendel. Safe, though, as Porapatic will hustle that one out. But Mendel coming through with a gold glove style play right there. So Thompson will reach on the fielder's choice at third base. Mendel doing a really great job, though, to lay out and snag that one. Great play over there. Very impressive. Almost shades of Anthony Rendon over there. So that's going to bring up Casey Bell, who has doubled and scored. Scored the Panthers' only run thus far. And the Panthers once again threatening with nobody out and 2 on. It's a single and a fielder's choice to put runners on first and second. So here we go. First and second, no outs. See what Machinsky can do working out the stretch here. And there's a bunt, but that is popped up. Not what Bell wanted to do at all, and the runners will have to stay put as Bell pops out to first on the bunt. That's going to bring up Blake Butcher, though. Butcher, an RBI double his last time up. 45th of the year. So he now just needs 1 to tie Casey Bell. Actually, he needs 2 to tie Casey Bell. And excuse me, looking at the stats, he is actually past Casey Bell now for the team high in RBIs with the 4 he had last night. First pitch coming in from Machinsky, and that ball is hit on a rope. Machinsky doing a good job of knocking that one down, and Kokis does a great job there of recovering. Unfortunately, though, Butcher beats that one out. So Butcher, his second base hit now, and the bases are juiced with 1 out. So that ball was ricocheted right back up the middle. Machinsky in self-defense gets the glove up, knocks it down. Kokas makes the nice play, fires over to Strickland. But in the end, Butcher, just a great hustle play on the bang-bang sequence there. So Blaine Swift comes in now, flew out his first time up. So if you are Swift right now, you've got to make a, if you're going to get out, it's got to be productive. You've got to stay out of that double play. Swing and a miss. That is obviously needless to say. At this point, you trail by 1. Bases loaded. Still early on, though, but we saw last night that Rowan has incredible prowess on the offensive side. So they put up 10 runs against Emory, second highest total yesterday behind Roanoke's 15 runs. That ball misses, and the count rolls even at 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. And that ball is chopped foul on the third base side. Count goes to 1-2. So Swift flew out his last time up. Fly out to center for the first out of that first inning for LaGrange. So here's the pitch, the 1-2. And that one's in the dirt, bounces to the plate. That is going to allow Paddock to score. And it is now a 2-2 ball game. Paddock hustles home. 2-2 score. As Machinsky with the wild pitch there. Meanwhile, Thompson and Butcher both advance as well. The extra 90 feet will now make runners, put runners on second and third here with only 1 down. So here we go, 2-2. And that one is inside. Woo. And Swift showing a matrix reaction right there to get out of the way of that one. Count runs full house at 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Top third. 3-2 coming in. Big payoff pitch here for Machinsky. And that ball is smoked up the middle. That's going to score 1. They will hold Butcher up at third, but in the meantime, Tavin Thompson comes in to score. And it is now a 3-2 ball game as LaGrange will reclaim the lead. So they're going to come out here and have a meeting. Maybe tell a few jokes, talk about where they're going to eat, something to try to calm Machinsky down here. Machinsky finding it a little bit tough sledding here in the top of the third. As he has now surrendered 2 runs. So Billy Petros coming up now. Grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Blaine Swift with a big RBI single right there. That is his 31st of the year. So first pitch coming in. And that one misses for ball 1. So count comes in 1-0 here. Top third. 3-2 ball game in favor of the Panthers right now. So the 1-0. Here we go. And that one's in the dirt, and Butcher thought about trying to come home on that one, but decides to hold up. Or no, excuse me, Thompson Or no, Butcher, yes. Butcher thought about trying to come home on that one, but decides not to. 2-0 coming in. Here it comes. And that pitch just a touch low. And Machinsky a little frustrated on that one. Feeling the squeeze a little bit. And the count goes to 3-0. So Petros stepping in. Petros took a 1-for-4 in the game yesterday. Did drive in 2 runs. Has a chance to pad his RBI total here. And that one misses, and Petros will work a walk. So that's going to bring up Kane Sauls now, who flew out to right his first time up. So that's going to bring up Kane Sauls, and they're going to have a quick conference. We're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we will have the rest of the action here from the top of the third from Danville, Virginia. And we are back here in the top half of the third. LaGrange already with 2 runs home. They had the bases loaded for Kane Sauls. Sauls 0-for-4 so far in this tournament. So he will definitely look to try to pick up a hit here. First pitch over for a called strike 1. Count goes to no balls and a strike here. Oh, 1. And that one is over for a called strike 1. Or strike 2, excuse me. 0-2 coming in. The 0-2. On the way to Sauls. Here we go. And Sauls doing a good job of laying off that pitch. Machinsky, really great job there trying to get him to go chasing on 0-2. And really with a pitch like that, I don't know if Sauls just decided to lay off of it or was confused. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And there's the second out. So that's going to bring up Chad Pigg, who singled his last time through. Pigg stepping up. Pigg had a 1-for-3 performance yesterday. So with a base hit today, he is now 2-for-4 altogether. First pitch coming into Pigg. And that ball is lined down the right side, but back in the stands foul. Count will go to 0-1. As I said earlier, Pig with the single earlier in the game. His first time up. That single was later wiped out, though, after the 4-6-3 double play by Pradditt. So the 0-1, and that one is over for a called strike 2. So the count goes to 0-2 now. Top third. And here we go. 0-2 coming in from Machinsky. And that ball is hit out to center. That's going to get down. One run is in. Other runner coming home. No play at the plate. So Chad Pig is going to pick up a 2-run, 2-out, 0-2 single. And that's going to make it a 5-2 game now in favor of the Panthers. Runners still here on first and second. So LaGrange right now with a total of 12 runs scored so far in this tournament. That is good enough for an average of 1 run an inning. Of course, the Profs also with 12 as well. And that ball is chopped down to short. It's a hot chopper. Edwards and Pradditt. And Pradditt is going to reach with a 2-out single. So Edwards has been a little unlucky. He has had a couple of weirdly chopped ground balls at him. And we have seen a lot of those so far this weekend. So that's going to bring up Hora Paddock, who singled and came home to score on a wild pitch his last time up. First pitch coming in. The ball is fouled back against the backstop. Count goes to 0-1 here. 5-2 game as LaGrange has pushed a 4 spot so far across. Still plenty of time, as we saw last night. Rowan, they had the sticks to fight back, and pitch misses inside. Rowan has proven here so far that it can hit the ball. So right now they have a .369 on base percentage, .374 slugging percentage. That pitch is over. A nasty slider from Machinsky in there for strike 2. So Machinsky, big opportunity to stop the bleeding here. Bases loaded. 1-2. 4 runs already in. You can fight back from that, though. So what you can do is allow yourself to get in a 6-7 run hole here. Ball hit up the middle. Edwards, and the tallest butt. It is not going to be in time. And that is going to be a fielder's choice. Poor Paddock reaches. So Poor Paddock will pick up the RBI on the 6-4 fielder's choice. Oh, a base hit. That's what they're going to rule it. RBI single. So that's going to bring up Tavin Thompson. Thompson over 2. Has grounded out to third and reached on a fielder's choice. So here we go, top third. 5 already in. First pitch, breaking ball over for a called strike 1. Here we go, and that ball is fouled off to the backstop. Count goes to no balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 coming in. Here we go. Machinsky. And looked like a two-seam fastball that might have got away from him a little bit. Count runs to a ball and 2 strikes. So here we go. 1-2 on the way in. 2 Thompson. Base is still loaded. 2 outs, though. Machinsky just needs 1 more strike to get out of this. And that one is high. Great job by Ewa to get a glove on it. So the 2-2 coming in. So here we go. 2-2. Ooh, and that one just misses right at the letter, so the count will run full house at 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Thompson working the count right now. Would pick up an RBI if he was able to work a walk here. 3-2 and swung on and missed. And so Machinsky able to get out of the inning, but not before LaGrange puts up a 5 spot. We are through 3.5 here at Dan Daniel Park, or 2.5, excuse me. LaGrange holds on to a 6-2 lead. We'll be right back. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Dan Daniel Park, American Legion Post 325 field. LaGrange putting up a 5 spot in the top of the 3rd to make it a 6-2 game. So Mendel reached on a single his last time up. That pitch is over for a strike. So here we go. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss. And the count moves to 0-2 now. 0-2 on the way. And here we go. So Mendel's going to chop that one down to 3rd. Nice play by Butcher over there. Butcher fires over to Sauls. And Mendel will ground into the 5-3 to start off the bottom of the 3rd. That's going to bring up Sean Lyden. Struck out his first time up. So let's see if Lyden can get something going here. So first pitch. And that one is over for a called strike 1. The 0-1 coming in. Lyden looking to get something started for Rowan here. That pitch is in the dirt. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. One 1 coming in. That ball is hit foul down the right side. This count runs to 1-2 now. See if Leiden can get something started for the Profs here in the bottom of the third. So here we go. 1-2 on the way, and that pitch just misses on the outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So here we go. 2-2. Leiden, a rocket out into center, but unfortunately right at poor Paddock. And there's the second out of the inning. So that's going to bring up Monty Strickland now, who struck out his first time up. So, of course, if you remember correctly, Strickland was the one that had the inside the park grand slam home run last night for the Profs that really broke open a close game in the 8th inning. First pitch, Strickland a swing and a miss there. Count goes to 0-1. So here we go. 0-1 once again. Weekly looking in. And a good breaking ball right there. Over 4, strike 2. Weekly right now, 2 strikeouts on the game. Got Leiden down his first time up, and then got Strickland down his first time up. So Strickland hoping to put the bat on the ball this time. 0-2. And that pitch just misses outside. Count goes to 1-2. So here we go. 1-2 count coming in. Strickland doing a good job of showing some patience right there. Lays off a tough pitch upstairs. Count runs even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see what Weekly's going to bring on the 2-2. He brings a fastball, and Strickland a swing and a miss. And that's going to put the Profs down in order. So we are through a full 3 innings here. We've got a 6-2 ball game on our hands. When we come back, we will have the top of the 4th here at Dan Daniel Park. Keep it locked right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dan Daniel Park, American Legion Post 325 field. So Casey Bell leading things off. He has doubled and popped out thus far. Popped out to the pitcher. Here we go. First pitch misses outside, so Minczynski hoping to have a bounce back inning as he kind of struggled a little bit in the top of the 3rd. Looking to rebound here. The 1-0, and that ball is fouled off directly behind home plate. Count goes to 1-1. Top 4 here. So Minczynski winds. And the delivery. And that ball is in there. Fastball at the knees. Strike 1. No, strike 2. Jesus Christ. The 1-2 coming in. And that one's in the dirt. Count runs even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 on the way from Machinsky. That one's to the backstop. Count runs full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 coming in from Machinsky. Machinsky looks in, sets, is ready. The pitch, and there's a walk to start things off here in the top of the 4th. So Blake Butcher now coming to the plate. Butcher is 2 for 2 with an RBI double and a single so far. Here it goes. Pitch is popped up into right field. That is Clapper giving chase, but that ball is going to get out of play in the bullpen. So Blake Butcher an RBI double and an RBI double and a single so far on the evening. So Clapper really doing a good job of trying to chase that one down. It's always going to be out of play, though, but good hustle there from Clapper. Machinsky with the 0-1. Machinsky pickoff move back to first. Casey Bell is back, though. So as I said earlier, Butcher, RBI double and a single. It's 4 for 7 now in this regional tournament. 0-1. And that ball is popped up. Looks like it's going to split out there in right center. Clapper will track it down, though. And there's the first out of the inning. So Blake Swift stepping in now. Has flown out and an RBI single. So Blaine Swift stepping in. I'm going to see what happens here. Machinsky. Machinsky looks in to Swift. Machinsky looks in at Swift. Swift with a pickoff move, or Machinsky with the pickoff move. Machinsky looking in. And that one misses on the inside part of the plate. Count goes to 1-0. On the way. Pickoff move. Back safely is Bell. And foul ball looked like it ricocheted off of him right there. And he's going to walk that one off, hop it around a little bit. One and one to Blaine Swift. Fought out and an RBI single thus far. Blaine stepping back in. Machinsky digging in on the mound. Looks in on Iwa. Looks in. Iwa. See if he goes over to first. He's got that fluid pickoff move. Ball is chopped down to third. Mendel. And they will just miss the 6-4-3 double play to get out of that jam. Swift will reach on the fielder's choice. So Billy Petros. So Petros steps in now. 0 for 1. Grounded out to the pitcher and walked. Runner going on the plate. Throw in, and that's got him. No doubt about it. As Swift has nailed a great throw by Iwa. And that's going to wrap things up here in the top of the fourth. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the bottom of the fourth coming up here at Dan Daniel Park. We'll be right back. So Alex Kokas leading off in the bottom of the fourth for the Profs. We are back. 6-2 ball game, LaGrange. Weekly still on the mound. And that pitch is going to miss for ball one. Weekly just missed painting the outside corner. And it looks like that's where he's going to want this next pitch. Pig lined up on the right part of the plate. The 1-0 coming in, and that ball is hit a ton. It's going back, but I think that's going to have a little bit too much on it. And no, Petros missed it in left. So a leadoff double by Kokas. And Kokas showing that all you have to do sometimes is just put the ball in play. We are going to rule it a hit up here as Petros just, I think, lost it in the lights. And that ball was hit pretty high up in the air anyway, so that's going to bring up Hiwa right now. Hiwa had the 2-run single that got the Profs on the board in his first at-bat in this tournament, so would definitely like to maybe get a base hit here, driving in another run. Cut this down to a 3-run deficit, and he pulls out the matrix move right there, getting out of the way right there. Count goes to 1-0. He tried to get out of the way from catching that one. 1-0 count. So Hiwa, 1 for 1 on the evening. 2-run single, Weekly, and that pitch is fouled back against the backstop. That will run the count to a ball and a strike. Runner on second, nobody out after the leadoff double by Kokas, the Profs' second baseman. As I mentioned earlier, the Profs going for win number 30 on the year. LaGrange going for win number 40. Both teams trying to guarantee themselves of at least 2 more games. So the 1-1, Weekly looking in. Runner on second, nobody out. And Hiwa is going to put a nice swing on that ball, but he's going to send it right to Paddock in center. And there's the first out of the inning as Hiwa will fly out. So that's going to bring up Matt Jolly now. Matt Jolly popped up to second his first time up. Looking to change that here, possibly get a run in. Matt Jolly was 1 for 4 in the game yesterday with runs scored. So here we go. Pitch to Jolly. First one is a fastball that misses below the knees for ball 1. So Rowan right now, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. LaGrange, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. 1-0. And that fastball just misses below Jolly's knees. Count goes to 2-0. Jolly showing some good patience right there. Showing some great discipline to lay off that pitch. So Jolly looking to try to get Cocos home here. And a swing and a miss, and he had a big cut on that one, but Weekly pulls the string. Has him out in front with the changeup. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 count. Weekly looking in. So here we go. 2-1. And Weekly will step off the mound. Weekly looking in. And that one runs inside on Jolly. Count goes to 3 balls and a strike. Looks like the scouting report says to pitch Jolly inside, as that is where the majority of Weekly's pitches have been. 3-1. 6-2 ball game. 1 out. And a swing and a miss on that one, as he went outside with that pitch, outside with that fastball. And the count runs DJ Tanner full house at 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on second. Bottom of the 4th. So 3-2. And Jolly is going to send a well-hit ball out to left center. And did Paddock get it? He did. Cocos is going to head back to second. They're just going to miss the double play. So Jolly, I don't think he thought Paddock had that one. As Paddock pulls out a Ender Inciarte style play right there. Lays out for that great diving catch. Great job of holding on to that ball as he's hitting the ground. And that takes away an extra base hit and a run. And if Paddock misses that ball, it gets back to the fence. And that's possibly even an inside the park home run for Jolly. It's at least a triple, though, and a run scored. And so that's going to bring up Shane Brown, who grounded out to second his last time up. And another well-hit ball out to left field. And that's going to drop just foul inside the line. So Paddock, early on here, I'd say give him the MVP of this game, as he just laid out and made a great catch to take away at least 1 run. Jolly had headed on in there to second. I think he was surprised to see Cocos when he got there. I think he thought that ball had dropped. But Cocos had to hustle back to second to avoid the double play. I think everybody in this ballpark thought the ball had dropped. And the count goes 0-2 now, but Paddock shows you why LaGrange is the USA South champion and have made it as far as they have. They had the complete package, offense, pitching, defense. The 0-2 coming in. And that ball is shot up the middle, deflects off of Weekly's glove. Pradditt, the throw over, and what a play there. 2 great defensive plays to end the inning. Will make the leadoff double not for the Profs. We are through a full 4 here. LaGrange cruising right now, 6-2 over Rowan. We will be right back from Dan Daniel Park. So Billy Petros leads things off here in the top half of the fifth, getting halfway home. First pitch will miss. 1-0. So the 1-0 coming into Petros. And that one is over on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here to lead off the top of the fifth. Machinsky, that ball is chopped foul down the right side. And the count goes to 0-2. So make sure you join us tomorrow. It's the last day of triple header action here at Dan Daniel Park, as we start really weeding out some of the teams here. So Machinsky looks in, has the pitch, and that ball is hit hard up the middle, right to Kokas, though. Kokas fires over to Strickland. The ball gets away. And that's how we're going to start off here, as Petros will reach on the E4 to kick off the top of the fifth. And LaGrange right now showing just how solid of a team they are. They're getting a great pitching performance from Weekly. Great performance at the plate. Great performance on defense. Number 1 in the country right now for a reason. So Kane Sauls. So we've got a pinch runner here. For LaGrange. If you give me a second to look through my notes, I will get it for you. So it's Jackson Patrick, the junior out of Dallas, Georgia. Pickoff move, but Petros is back into first. So Sauls so that one is back to the backstop. Jackson will advance up to second. So Jackson Patrick up to second. And they're going to go out and have a talk with Machinsky here. Just calming him down, letting him know that this is still anybody's game. But right now, LaGrange is in control of this one. They are showing why they are the number 1 team in the country. And so Machinsky checking on Patrick over at second. So Patrick on second, nobody out, 1-0. Going to take a time here on the field. So Chad Pigg stepping up. 1 for 2, or it's 2 for 2. Single and a 2-run single. 1-0. And that one bounces to the plate. 2-0 on the way from Machinsky. 2-0 coming in. Here we go. And that one misses. Count goes to 3-0. So Pig digging in to 3-0. Here it comes. And that one misses. And there is a 4-pitch walk to Pig. And excuse me, that was Saul's taking that walk. Pig up now. Pig 2 for 2. So Pig, single and then a 2-run single. His last time through. Got that big third inning rally started for LaGrange. Here it comes. And Machinsky will step off. No throw. Pig looking to keep his hot streak going here tonight. 2 for 2 on the evening. A single and then a 2-run single to back that one up. Machinsky looking in. Here's the pitch, and that ball is hit through the left side. Rowan playing in the shift. It will come back to backfire as Pig has his third base hit of the night. And the bases are now loaded with no outs. And the onslaught continues for LaGrange. That's going to bring up Joe Pradit. He's grounded out into a double play and then singled. Going out to have a talk with Machinsky. Just trying to calm him down. Talk about some strategy, how they are going to pitch Pradit. And one of some of the things they're going to do is Pradit is 1 for 2 in the game today. 2 for 4 in the ball game yesterday. So 3 for 6 altogether for Pradit so far in this tournament. Solid numbers. No RBIs yet, but he is in a RBI situation here. And fastball in the dirt. No good. Count goes to 1 ball and no strike. So Machinsky looking in. Here's the pitch. And that ball is lined into right field. Clapper with a nice play. In the meantime, the run will come home to score. And it is a 7-2 ball game. So LaGrange right now manufacturing some runs on the RBI sac fly to right. 7-2 is now your score. So that's going to bring up Poropatic here. He has singled and driven in a run, scored on a wild pitch, made the great diving catch in center field last inning to keep the Profs off the board. Just 1 out, runners on first and second. And that ball is hit down to second base, and that's going to get past Kokis. Another runner is coming to the plate. The play, he is safe. 8-2 ball game now. So Poropatic will pick up another RBI with a single. It's a tough play down there for Kokis at second. The ball took a rough hop on him. We're going to rule it a hit up here. So that's going to bring up Tavin Thompson. 0 for 2, grounded out to third, and then reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch to Thompson is fastball over for a called strike 1. 8-2 ball game. As LaGrange is really piling it on right now, just 1 out. Oh, 1. And that ball is fouled off on the right side. So LaGrange showing why they are the #1 team in the country right now in both the D3Baseball.com and American Baseball Coaches Association polls. Ended up the #2 seed in this tournament. Machinsky steps off the mound. If they were able to hold on here and pick this win up, it would be their 40th of the year. So the 0-2. And that one just misses the outside corner. Machinsky wanted it, nibbled on it, but did not take a bite of it. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes here. Another talk. I think maybe trying to change up the signals here with runners on first and second with just the one out. Maybe trying to protect against the double steal or the contact play, the hit and run. 1-2. And that ball is chopped down to second. And Kokas does a great job of staying at home on that. Throw over to third. But I think he's going to be safe. In the meantime, he did get the runner at second. So Kokas doing a great job staying home on that ground ball, not charging in until he knew it was time to. And he gets the out at second. And then Edwards fired over to third to try to get the runner over there. He's unable to do so, though. And that's going to bring up Casey Bell. Casey Bell, 1 for 2, doubled, popped out to first, and walked. 1 for 2 on the evening. Of course, the walk does not count as an official at bat. Pitch on the inside. Big breaking ball. Count goes to 0-1. So here we go. Machinsky looks in, has his pitch. Iwa set up on the outside corner. Pitch actually comes in. Count goes to 1-1. You can tell Machinsky is starting to get a little frustrated out there. He just needs to breathe and keep pitching his ball game. Still a lot of time left to play in this contest, so by no means is Rowan out of this. The 1-1. And that one just misses on the inside part of the plate. They're going to peel down to first. Bell did not go around. So the count goes to 2-1. On the way. Here we go.
That doesn't make sense, my bad.
And that ball is hit down to second. It's going to get through the hole on the second base side. Another run in. And Casey Bell is going to pick up his second hit of the game. His first RBI. That is Bell's second of the tournament, first of the game. And Kokas really doing a great job trying to lay out and get that one. And you almost think that Machinsky has got to, the leash has got to be taken off now, and it is. And he will exit the game. Ends up going 4 2/3 of an inning. 9 runs, 12 hits. He did pick up the 1 strikeout. To his credit, though, facing a LaGrange team that is swinging the bat as well as anybody we've seen here the whole tournament. And we're trying to see who is on the mound here. They are still having the conference. Here, as soon as we know, we will let you know. It's going to be number 7 for the Profs. Take a look here through my notes, see who that is. Jordan Freeman coming on to pitch. So Friedman, the junior, 5'10", 185 out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. So we're just taking a look here, and it seems like every single player on this Rowan team is a New Jersey native. The Profs coached by Mike Dixon. He is assisted by Pat Fisher, Ryan Kulick, Christian Lee, and Mike Rucci. Captains on this Rowan baseball team are Jason Clapper, Rob Grilly, Stephen Iwa, and Brad Machinsky. So just looking up and down the roster, Profs are a very young team with just 7 seniors. So an impressive feat for them to have made it this far like they have. So hats go off. And, of course, if this current score holds up and Rowan does lose this game, it will just be their first loss. So they will not be facing an elimination game coming in to the third day of this tournament. So Freedman looking to try to get the Profs on to the next inning. They've got a tall order in Blake Butcher, who is 2 for 3, has an RBI double, single, and flied out to right. So Freeman coming in, looking in, runners on the corners. First pitch, and that ball is hit down the right field line and just foul. Just a touch foul. As Butcher was just a little bit late on the swing, still almost fisted it out to right field there. So the 0-1 coming in. Here we go. And that ball is ricocheted down the right field line into the bullpen. Count goes to 0-2. LaGrange just such a strong offensive team. Hard to get them out. They have 16 runs so far this tournament. And pickoff move back to first. No good. Runner back safe. So runners on the corners. 2 outs, 0-2. And we're going to see Ewa come out and talk with Machinsky. Ewa, one of the captains for the Profs. O2 coming in. So 0-2 coming in from Rowan. Here's the pitch. And that ball is chopped down to third. Mendel makes a nice play. Throws over to first. Strickland does a great job of reaching out. Stretches out, gets it. And that's going to do it, but not before LaGrange picks up a trio of runs. The 3 spot in the top of the 5th gives the Panthers a 7-run lead heading into the bottom of the 5th. We will be right back. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Dan Daniel Park. American Legion post 325 field. Jackson Patrick staying into the game for LaGrange in left. So Shane Pastor leading things off here for the Profs in the bottom of the 5th. So Pastor will look to get something going. 9-2 ball game against here in Danville. First pitch. And inside corner, good for strike one. So Weekly seems like he will be on his way to his 10th win. Swing and a miss. And the count goes to 0-2 here. 0-2. And swing and a miss, but they're going to have to make the play down to first. They will. So score that a strikeout, 2-3 put out to start things off here in the bottom of the 5th. So that's going to bring up Jason Clapper. Clapper comes in 1 for 2 on today's game, is singled and flat out. First pitch fastball misses outside part of the plate. Count goes to 1-0. So Weekly looks in. 1-0. And that ball is hit well out to right field, but it's also right at Swift. And there is the second out. Weekly seeming to be in cruise control right now. Showing why he is one of the nation's top Division III pitchers. So Dylan Mendel will step up 1 for 2, singled and grounded to third. That pitch is over for a called strike one. Inside part of the plate. Looks like a breaking ball from Weekly. The 0-1. Going to take a quick time on the field from Weekly. So Weekly's got his pitch. Here comes the 0-1. And that one misses. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. So the 1-1 from Mendel. Here we go. And Mendel, a ground ball down to short. It's going to eat up Thompson. And Thompson unable to get it. And he will get hit with an E6 on there. E6 from Mendel. Or Mendel will reach on the E6. Ground ball just really ate up Thompson right there. So that's going to bring up Sean Lyden. So let's see if Rowan can get a little life going here. They had their first base runner in a while. First pitch misses, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Here it comes. And that one just misses outside corner, 2-0. So Weekly not missing by much on that pitch. And he is showing when he does miss, he does not miss in places where the ball can be driven for a ton. And that ball is hit well out to center field, slicing a little bit. That ball is going to get down at the warning track. Mendel is going to drive in a run. He is held up at second. And, Lyden is going to drive in that run with the RBI double. Mendel will actually be the one to score. And 9-3. So that's going to bring up Monty Strickland. Strickland 0 for 2. Strickland stepping in here, looking to keep things alive. The Profs would like to get at least another run in against Weekly. Fastball in at the knees, inside part of the plate. And that's in there for strike one. So the 0-1. 0-1 on the way. And that ball is chopped up to third. Butcher, and they've got him in a rundown. And Butcher is going to apply the tag. And that's going to do it here for the bottom half of the 5th. So we are through 5. We head back. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, We will have the top of the 6th. Rowan able to strike for 1. We go to the top of the 6th. 9-3 LaGrange. We'll be right back. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Dan Daniel Park. Pastor into the game now for the Pros at short. He should be staying in the rest of the way. He will replace Matt Edwards. So leading off the top of the 6th here is Blaine Swift. Swift has flat out to center, has driven in a run with a single, and reached on fielder's choice. First pitch coming in. That ball is hit down the third baseline. Foul ball, strike 1. Okay. So Freeman back out on the mound for another inning of work. Swift is the batter. Swift 1 for 3 right now. The 0-1 coming in. So Freeman gets Swift to swing and miss on that one. Good breaking ball. Like a slider coming across. The count goes to 0-2. So right now the line score, LaGrange 9 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Rowan 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. 0-2. And fastball misses. Count goes to 1-2. So Freeman, sidearm pitcher here. One, two. And they're going to, Ewa is going to come out and have a conversation. It actually looks like Freeman called for it. So we're going to see what exact adjustments they made. So shortstop, second base, playing back on the lip of the infield, or lip of the outfield, that is. So the 1-2. And swung on and missed. And Swift is down on strikes to start things off here. So that's going to bring up Billy Beatros. It's grounded out to the pitcher, reached on a walk, and then reached on a error his last time up. And it's actually going to be Jackson Patrick, excuse me. That ball is fouled off into the stands on the right side. Count goes to 0-1 to Patrick. And that ball is fouled off on the right side. Count goes to 0-2. So the 0-2 coming in here. Here we go. Here's the pitch. And that one is in the dirt. So Freeman looking to start things off here with 2 strikeouts in the top of the 6th. So we're getting to the middle innings of this one. The 1-2 on the way. And that was going to plunk him. And he is on. Patrick will reach on a hit by pitch. So that's going to bring up Kane Sauls now. He has flied out, struck out, and walked here today. LaGrange's first baseman. So Kane Sauls is flied out to right, struck out, and walked. 0 for 2. He will hit with 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. (9-3) ball game. Getting late. First pitch. And that ball is hammered out to center field. That ball had some slice on it. Sauls is got a single to his name. Patrick's going to move up to third. Meanwhile, Sauls will get his first base hit of the night. And so that will bring Chad Pig to the plate. Pig is 3 for 3 on the evening. A trio of singles, 2 runs batted in. And he's in another RBI situation here with runners on first and third. Friedman looking in. And they are bunting. The ball is down the first baseline. And it's going to stay. No, it went foul. Hit off the batter on that one. Strickland was going to try to gamble a little bit, see if that went foul, but in the end it's ruled a foul anyway as it went off Pig. Sorry for the dramatic pause right there. Strickland running over to have a quick conversation with Friedman. Oh, 1. And that is going to deflect off the bat for strike 2. They're going to rule that a foul ball on Pig. So Pig, as I said earlier, 3 for 3 on the evening. Top of the 6th. LaGrange in front, 9-3. Looking to tack on more. And that is a fly ball out to center. They're going to send the runner. And Patrick is in there. And so RBI sac fly. And there for a second, it looked like Patrick was going to be dead to rights on that play. But throw pulls Ewa off the bag a little bit. But anyway, there are 2 outs now. So Pradditt stepping in now. Sent into a 4-6-3 double play, singled, and also is driven in a run with a sac fly. 10-3 is now your score. 4 runs in the last 2 innings have broken up what was a 3-run contest and really put Rowan in a hole that's going to be very tough for them to dig out of now this late in the game. So the 0-1 swung on and missed. Strike 2. The 0-2 coming in. Here it is. And that fastball misses down and away. The count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 to Pradditt. And fastball down and in. Count goes to 2-2. Two on the way. Fastball down and away. Full count at 3 balls, 2 strikes to Pradditt. 3-2, and that ball is hit down to first. It's going to eat up Strickland, and the woes continue for the Profs as Pradditt will reach on the error by Strickland. So that's going to bring up James Poropatic after this quick conference on the mound. Runners on first and second, 2 down now. And we're going to take a quick break. Well, actually, no, they're going to break up here. So we will not be taking a quick break. We will be staying right here with you through the rest of this inning. So Poropatic stepping in. Poropatic 3 for 3 so far on the evening. He has singled and then has driven in 2 runs. Has 3 singles, 2 RBI. First pitch coming in to Poropatic. Tavin Thompson would bat next. Pitch, and that one is inside. Count goes to 1-0. So Friedman, 1-0, coming in. Here we go. And that ball is hit out to center field on a rope, but it is going to be right at Brown, and that's going to do it. So not before LaGrange adds another run. So we are through 5.5 here. The Panthers in front, 10-3. We'll be right back. So welcome back. We're getting ready to kick off the bottom of the 6th inning here. So Alex Kokis leading things off here. He had a double his last time up. 10-3 game. First pitch to Kokis, and that ball is hit down to short. Thompson throw over, and Sauls with a stretch. Sauls doing his best Gumby impression over there. Stretch out and get that one. And there's the first out of the inning. 6-3 ground out. Maybe a better reference there was, rather than Gumby, was maybe Stretch Armstrong. So Stephen Ewa steps up. He has a 2-run single and has flied out. And first pitch in there, changeup, pulled the string. That is a difficult pitch to look for on the first one through. So the 0-1. Here we go. That ball is swung on and fouled back to the backstop. Count goes to 0-2. Bottom 6th coming up. We are in the middle of it. 7-run difference in this contest. 0-2. Here it comes. That ball is in the dirt, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. So Ewa stepping up now. 1-2, stepping back in the box. 1-2 on the way. And Ewa is going to lift a lazy fly ball back behind second base. Pratt is there. And there's the second out. So that's going to bring up Matt Jolly now, who has popped out and flied out. Popped out to first, flied out to center. Rowan looking to avoid the 1-2-3 inning here. 10-3 is your score. Fastball over for a called strike 1. So Rowan, if the result holds up, they will go to an even 1-1. So that will put them on the brink of elimination. And that ball is chopped down to third. Butcher, a nice play. Throw over to Sauls. And I tell you one thing, Sauls is showing he is extremely acrobatic over there at first base, as he has really stretched out and made some great plays the last couple innings. So we are through 6. LaGrange in front, 10-3. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Top of the seventh, Tavin Thompson leading things off. He's over 3, grounded out, and reached on a pair of fielder's choices. Friedman still on the mound. First pitch coming in. Breaking ball, not a bad pitch. But it is going to be out of the strike zone. Count goes to 1-0. On the way now as Freeman and Iwa are walking back to the mound after that last pitch. Count is 1-0. And now Mendel coming over to have a talk. So the 1-0 on its way to Tavin Thompson. First pitch, and the 1-0 is hit out to center field. And Brown is under it for the first out. And that's going to bring up Casey Bell now, who has double popped out, walked, and has an RBI single. So Casey Bell now stepping in. 2 for 3 on the evening thus far. Here comes the pitch, and that ball is hammered out towards center. Kokis makes a nice play to grab it. And there's the second out of the inning. Now we'll bring up Blake Butcher, who has driven in a run with a double, follow that with a single, follow that with a fly out to right, and then grounded out to third. So he is 2 for 4 on the afternoon. First pitch coming in. And Butcher thought about going after that one. They appealed down to first. They say he did not go. The 1-0 on the way. 2 outs, top 7. LaGrange holding a 7-run lead. 1-0. And that ball is hit in foul territory down the third baseline. Count goes to 1-1. Let's see what's going here from Friedman. 1-1. And that one is a strike in at the knees. The count will roll to a ball and 2 strikes. To Butcher, who was looking for his 3rd hit here tonight. Here comes the pitch. It's on the way, the 1-2. And that one hits the outside corner, strike 3. So Panthers down 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 7th. If you're watching at home, get up and stretch. Bottom of the 7th. Panthers in front, 10-3. We'll be right back.
And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Brown due up for the Profs. He looks at a pair of strikes. Pitch from Weekly misses outside for ball 1. LaGrange leads Rowan 10-3. 1-2 pitch from Weekly. That one misses the outside corner, so that'll even the count at 2-2. It'll be Brown, Pastor, and then back to the top of the lineup with Clapper for Rowan this inning. Two-two pitch, fouled out of play to the left side. Brown 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to the second baseman both times. This one put into play into the gap in left center field. But poor Paddock makes the catch in the gap for out number 1. So that'll bring up Pastor. Pastor came into the game as a pinch hitter in the 5th inning, struck out. Swing and a miss there. A 1 pitch in there for strike 2 as Pastor looking. And that one just missed the outside corner. 1-2 the count. And that one hits the inside corner, and for the second time in a row, Pastor will go down, this time looking. So with 2 outs, that'll bring the top of the lineup up with Clapper. He's 1 for 2 today with a single. Led off the game, or led off the first inning with a single. And he puts this one into center field, but right at poor Paddock for out number 3. So quick work by Weekly, and Rowan goes 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. LaGrange Panthers still lead 10-3. We'll go to the 8th when we come back here.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back here, top of the 8th. So Blaine Swift leading things off here. He is 1 for 4. It's flat out to center. knocked an RBI single, reached on a fielder's choice, and struck out. So Swift, Sauls, and Pig, or excuse me, Swift, Patrick, and Sauls leading things off. First pitch popped up on the right side. Kokos is there for the first out. So that's going to bring up James Patrick now, or Jackson Patrick, excuse me. Was hit by a pitch. His first time through. So top of the 8th inning. 10-3 ball game right now. And first pitch misses outside. Count goes to 1-0. So the 1-0 on the way. Here it comes. Breaking ball over for strike one. One coming in. And that one misses down and away. Count goes to 2-1. To Jackson Patrick. Got on base the hard way his last time up. Hit by pitch. So 2-1. 10-3 ball game. That one is over for a called strike 2. So the 2-2 on the way. Jackson, the left fielder for the Panthers. And that ball is laced out to left field. So Patrick will have his first hit of the regional as he singles to left. So Patrick did a good job of smacking that one out to left to pick up the base hit. And so that is going to bring up Kane Sauls. Kane Sauls has flat out, struck out, reached on a base on balls, and has singled. So 1 for 3 on the evening. So runner on first, 1 out. Top of the 8th. So here's the pitch from Friedman. And that pitch is over for a call, strike 1. So Friedman has really been asked to carry a big load here in this game as he was called in early. Has not done a terrible job facing this tough LaGrange offense. Second pitch misses. Count goes to a ball and a strike. So the 1-1 on the way. Freeman looks in. And pitch is down and away. Ball 2. We got a 2-1 here. 10-3 ball game. LaGrange in front. Things hold out like they are right now. LaGrange will move to 2-0 in the tournament. Rowan will move to 1-1. LaGrange will pick up its 40th win of the year. So the 2-1. And that ball is popped up to right field. And Clapper is there for the second out. And that's going to bring up Chad Pig now. So Pig stepping up now. He is 3 for 4. Actually 3 for 3. 3 RBIs here on the evening. So Pig stepping in. So Pig, 3 RBIs on the evening. Those are his first 3 of the tournament. Runner on first, first pitch, and that is fouled off on the right side. Count goes to 0-1. The 0-1 coming in. Friedman looks in. He has his pitch. And here we go. And that one is in the dirt. Runner will try to advance, and he's over easily. And so Patrick making it over to second. Can't really call it a wild pitch, but it was a pitch in the dirt. Got away from Iwa. So the 1-1 coming into Pig. And that ball is going to be rifled out to left center. That's going to get another run in. 11-3 is now your score. So that is Pig's fourth RBI of the game on his fourth single. And ladies and gentlemen, he is hitting a dominating 800 so far in this game. So we're going to have a conference on the mound. Just a quick one. Just a little bit of reinsurance. So Joe Pradditt steps up now. Pradditt reached on a error his last time up. Had an RBI sac fly before that, singled, and has hit into a 4-6-3 double play. So 2 outs, runner on first, 1 run in. So Freeman will step off the rubber for a second. He's actually going to call time. Iwa will call time, and we're going to have a team meeting here on the mound. Coach is going to come out. And that's going to do it for Freeman. So Freeman, well, we're waiting to see. It looks like he is going to get the hook. He will. So we're going to wait a second here and see who is coming in from the bullpen. So Freeman has to carry a big load right there. Doesn't do a terrible job. And the reliever is headed on now. We're trying to get a number on him. It's going to be a right-hander. So it's going to be number 33's coming on for the Profs. Victor LeBron, the sophomore righty, coming in at 6'3", 160 pounds, Blackwood, New Jersey. So LeBron will get some warm-up pitches, and while he does, we're going to take a quick break. Let me rest my voice for a second, but we will be right back with the rest of the top of the eighth here in just a second. So Pratt at batting. Got a runner on first, 1 run in. So first pitch from LeBron. And that pitch is swung on and missed. LeBron bringing the smoke. Like the Marlboro Man right there. We'll get ahead 0-1. So the 0-1, and that one misses outside. Count goes to a ball and a strike here.
Since the concession stand is closed, I think that's pretty valid. There you go. All right.
So the 1-1 on the way here. See what we got. Swung on and missed for strike 2. And so Pratt falls behind 1-2 here. So LeBron, 1 strike away from getting out of this thing. Here it comes. Setting up on the outside corner. And a swing and a miss by Pratt. And he is down on strikes to end things in the fares in the top of the 8th. So we move to the bottom half. 11-3 is your score. We'll be right back from Dan Daniel. So Mendel on the way here. He is 1 for 3 on the evening. Moving on here to the bottom half of the 8th. So Mendel will take a look at ball 1. That ball is going to get hit out to left center. And it will drop down. That's going to be a hit. Mendel took a big turn around first, but scampers back. So the Profs with a leadoff base runner here early on. So Sean Lydon, it's an RBI double his last time through. And he will step up and step in. First pitch coming to Lydon. Lydon is 1 for 3 on the evening. And first pitch misses high and outside for ball 1. So the 1-0. Here it comes. And that one is over for a called strike 1. And the count goes back even at 1 ball, 1 strike. To Lydon. who has a RBI double tonight. That pitch is in the dirt, will miss. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Weekly still on the mound for the Panthers. He's pitched a good game, going on 8 innings right now. And that ball is rifled down the right field line. That's going to be a single. Meanwhile, Mendel is going to get over to third. Leiden will hold up at first, and Rowan has runners on the corners now with nobody out to start off the bottom of the 8th. 8-run ball game right now. So Monty Strickland stepping in. And so the conversation on the mound is over. They are back. And Monty Strickland, who had 5 RBIs in that game last night against Emory, looking to pad that total here and pick up a couple more for his team. He had the inside the park grand slam. That ball is chopped down to third. He is going to have one. 5-4. But nothing more on that one, and gives Strickland the RBI fielder's choice on that one. It's 11-4 ball game now. Alex Kokas steps in. He has walked, doubled, and grounded out to short. So 1 down here. First pitch. And that one is in on the inside corner for strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. See what happens here moving forward. And that ball is lined out to center. It's going to drop down in front of poor Paddock. Throw back in. Sails over the head of Pradditt. And like that, the Profs have runners on first and second now, as Kokas will collect his second hit of the ball game. And that will bring up Iwa, who had the 2-run single to get the night started off on the right foot for the Profs in the top and the bottom of the first. 2-run single. It's flied out to center and popped out to first. So runners on first and second, 1 down. Pitch inside corner, good for strike 1. And here we go. Oh, 1. That pitch inside corner, called for strike 2. Iwa did not like that one a bit. Can't say I blame you too much. Looked like it was inside up here. The count goes to 0-2. That ball is outside corner. 1-2 is now the count. So the Profs, good to see them not dropping their heads. They're going to hang in there and fight the Panthers till the end. So the 1-2. And that ball is fouled off in on Iwa's fist. So we're going to do the 1-2 all over again. Bottom half of the 8th. Rowan needing 7 runs to tie, 8 to take the lead. They are down to their final 5 outs of this ball game, at least. The 1-2. Here it comes. And that ball is fouled off on the right side, gets back out of play. And we'll do the 1-2 all over again. And so Weekly will step off the mound for a second.
Is that really what the score is right now?
1-2. And that ball is hit out to left field. Patrick running on. He is under it. And there is the second out of the inning. So that's going to bring up Matt Jolly now, who is 0 for 3, is popped out, flied out, and grounded out to third. Two outs now, 2 on. Bottom half of the 8th. Approaching 11 o'clock here at Dan Daniel Park. First pitch swung on and fouled off to the backstop. Count goes to 0-1. Rowan is receiving national votes right now in the ABCA polls. 0-1. That one misses on the outside corner. Count goes to a ball and a strike. So 1-1 on the way. And swung on and missed by Jolly. Count goes to 1-2. 2 outs. So one more coming in. And that one misses down and away. Count rolls to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here we go. And that ball is fouled off directly back behind home plate. And we'll do the 2-2 all over again. Weekly still on the mound. It's gone 7 2/3 thus far. It's given up 4 runs, 8 hits. So here we go, the 2-2. And that ball is popped up. And that one is going to drop as Thompson had called it. Unable to get over there and get to it, though, and that one is going to drop in. So give the base hit here. And Ayello will step in now to pinch hit. Or no, excuse me, that's actually Shane Brown. Looked like we had a pinch hitter there. And it is Ayello. So Ayello. First pitch. Ball is hit down to second. And he's going to have a hard time with that as Pradit. The run will come home. Strickland's in. And it is now a 11-5 game as Ayello will reach on the E4. So that's going to bring up Pastor, who is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And we're going to have another pinch hitter out on the field for Pastor. So it's going to be number 25, Michael Decker, stepping on to the plate. We're stepping up to the plate for the Profs. Bases juiced here. So a little bit of drama getting into the late innings as Rowan trying to get his way back into this one. First pitch, swing and a miss. Count goes to 0-1. And that one's in the dirt. Good job by Pig to block that one. Count goes to a ball and a strike. So the 1-1. So here we go. And there's a big breaking ball right there. Count goes to 2-1.
It's just getting to this game.
2-1. And that one is high. Count goes to 3 balls and a strike. Trying to get Decker to go chasing right there, but he lays off. Three-one. And that ball is hit out to center field. Paddock chasing back. He's able to reel it in. And that's going to do it. Here in the bottom of the 8th, we move to the final frame. 11-5 is your score. We will be right back from Dan Daniel Park. So welcome back. Top of the 9th. We are going to get things kicked off in this final inning. So Paddock leading things off. Paddock 3 for 4 on the evening. First pitch coming in from LeBron. And that one is chopped down to short. Clapper. And there's the first out. So 6-3 ground out is how the inning will start. So that's going to turn over the order here. Tavin Thompson now stepping up for the Panthers. Top 9. 11-5 is your score. So LeBron looking in on Iwa. Pitch coming in. Line delivery. And first pitch fastball misses. Count goes to 1-0. 1-0 coming in to LeBron, or from LeBron. And that one's over at the knees for a called strike one. Count runs even at a ball and a strike to Tavin Thompson. Tavin Thompson is looking at an offer right now. 1-1. And that pitch is down and in. It's going to bounce away, but the count is 2-1 now. Two and one on the way to Tavin Thompson. And Thompson's going to hit that one foul down the line, down the third baseline. Count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the 2-2 coming in here. And here we go. And that ball is hit out to left field. It's got some distance on it. Tracking it is Leiden. But that ball is going to drop. And there's a 1-out triple for Tavin Thompson. So that's going to bring up Casey Bell now. Casey Bell, 2 for 4 so far. He has double, popped out, walked, has an RBI single, and has lined out to first. So LeBron looking in. Here's the pitch. And that one is over for a called strike 1. The count goes to 0-1 here. The 0-1. LeBron looking in. Has his sign. He winds, and here's the delivery. And that ball is chopped down to second. Kokas throws it over to Strickland. And there's the second out of the inning. But in the meantime, the run will come in to score. And Bell has his second RBI on the evening. And it's now 12-5. Bell 3 RBIs so far. And that's going to bring up Blake Butcher. So Blake Butcher, 2 for 5 so far. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. LeBron looking in. Here's the wind. And that one is hit foul back to the right a little bit behind home plate near the Panthers dugout. The count goes to 0-2. So LeBron trying to get out of this with just 1 run allowed. Trying to get this game on to the bottom of the 9th. And that ball is hit on a rope out to center field. So Butcher is going to have a single. And that is Butcher's 3rd hit of the ball game. That's going to bring up Blake Swift. See what Swift can do here. So he's going to try to keep the inning alive. So LeBron looking in. First pitch, fastball in for a called strike 1. The 0-1 coming in from LeBron. Fastball below the knees. Count runs even at 1 ball, 1 strike. And that ball is hit out to left field, and that one is going back, and it's back in. And he's got the catch on the wall. Leiden does, and that's going to wrap things up here in the top of the 9th. So we'll move on to the final inning here. 12-5 is your score. We will be right back. And we are back here at Dan Daniel Park, bottom of the 9th. Jason Clapper leading things off. Colin Barrett on the mound now to pitch in relief. First pitch to Clapper. He will replace Weekly, who 8 innings. Strong ball. Gave up 5 runs, 9 hits. And bat goes flying up against the backstop there on the net. Actually on the third base side. So Clapper right now 1 for 4 on the evening. So the 0-2. So the 0-2 coming in. To Jason Clapper. And that pitch misses on the inside part of the plate. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. So the 1-2. That one's in the dirt. Count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two on the way. And that ball is hit on a rope to the shortstop, but it's right at Thompson. And there's the first out of the inning. So another well-hit ball. Just right to somebody. So that's going to bring up Dylan Mendel. Mendel has a 2-hit performance going so far. 2 for 5 in this one. So Barrett, first pitch from Barrett. Fastball at the knees, over for a called strike 1. 0-1 on the way. Ball is fouled off. That will move the count to 0-2. So here's the 0-2, and that ball is fouled off against the backstop. So the 0-2. And Barrett will take a moment here. So here's the 0-2 coming in. And that one just misses inside corner. 1-2. That one's in the dirt. Count goes to 2-2 now. 2-2 on the way. And that ball is going to drop down into right field. And there's a 1-out single, so Rowan not ready to end this one just yet. As Mendel will pick up his 3rd hit of the ball game. So Lyden now coming up. It's going to bring up Sean Lyden now. He has struck out, lined out, doubled, and singled so far in this one. First pitch. And that one's in there on the inside part of the plate. Strike 1. Here we go. And that ball is popped up a mile in the air over at short. Thompson is under it. There is the 2nd out. And that'll bring up Monty Strickland. A pair of strikeouts, RBI fielder's choice. Strickland driven in 5 runs so far for the Profs. Not too shabby of a tournament thus far. First pitch misses, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Barrett digging in, looking to close this one down. Get LaGrange off to a 2-0 start. Here we go. Fastball in at the knees. Count goes to a ball and a strike. So the 1-1. And that one is inside. That pitch will miss. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Here we go. In the dirt. 3-1 is now the count. So 3-1. And that one's over, and the count runs full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming. And ball 4. And Strickland will take the base there. So Kokis has walked, doubled, grounded out to short, and singled. So line score for LaGrange, 12 runs, 17 hits, 2 errors. For Rowan, 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Kokis has 2 of those hits for the Profs. 1/5 of them. 1-0. Here we go. That pitch is over for a called strike one, and that's going to run it back even at a ball and a strike.
Oh, you was making sure.
1-1. And the ball is chopped fouled down the right side. 1-2. Last pitch coming in. Let's see what happens. He's going to step out. A 1-2. And that ball is chopped down to second. Pradditt throws over, and that's going to do it. So LaGrange will go to 2-0 on the tournament so far as they pick up a 12-5 win over the Profs. Rowan will drop to 1-1. So for LaGrange, it was 12 runs on 17 hits, 2 errors. For Rowan, it was 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. Going to take a look here. And I think definitely one of the big players of the game for LaGrange is definitely going to be James Poropatic. Had 2 RBIs. You also have Chad Pigg, who drove in 4 RBIs. And actually, after a little bit of consideration, we're going to give the Player of the Game award to Chad Pigg. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you join us back here tomorrow as we will start at 11 o'clock. Once again, LaGrange picking up a 12-5 win over Rowan. We will see you tomorrow morning. Everybody have a good night.